All right, good morning and welcome to this video course tutorial. My name is Rafa from tabplaza.com. In this training, I'll actually be teaching you how to create a classified website just like OLS or Jiji.com without a single line of code. This is exactly the type of website that you're going to learn how to create on your own without writing a single line of code, okay? On the website, you can actually allow people to list their products, any type of product, create the categories, they will list their products and sell to anybody. They can actually chat between customer and vendor, okay? You can create badges, like you can see this is top badge. If you go down, you see VIP with different colors. This is bump up, okay? There's no difference between this and Jiji.com, okay? You are not going to write a single line of code. So without wasting time, let's get started. Let me show you something briefly to tell you how the interface looks like, the template looks like. You can see when it was posted, where it was posted, the address and all those things is actually included. You can see how beautiful the templates look like, okay? You can look for product name, location, category, and you can actually search for whatever you want to buy. So this is what we are going to learn how to create. So without wasting time, let's dive into our WordPress website, okay? We all know that before you can actually create a website, you need a domain and a hosting account. If you don't have that, I'll actually be dropping a link. It's an affiliate link of a Namecheap. You are not going to pay extra cash, but I'm actually going to earn a commission if you buy through my link. And not just that, you are going to learn a lot of things and get a lot of materials from me if you use my link. So let's dive into it. Once you have and if you have your domain, all you need to do is to log into your WordPress dashboard. Now I'm in the dashboard. The first thing I need to do is to install a theme, because we said we're not going to code anything. All we need to do, we need a theme to achieve that. For instance, if you look at this, this is the theme that came with this WordPress that was just installed, okay? So for us to install theme, you just hover over appearance, click on themes, click on add new theme, right? Upload theme. I'm going to pick it from my computer desktop. Okay, look at it here. We're going to use a Classima theme. I'll be teaching you how to use a classified theme, listing vote theme, and many of them, but in this tutorial, we are going to use a Classima theme. I so much love it. It's not that hard. All you need to do is just to tweak one or two things and your this thing is good to go. So let's click on install. Okay, you can see the installation has been completed. The first thing we need to do is to click on activate, right? To activate the theme. You can see now we have the active theme, which is now Classima. The previous theme was extendable. Okay, now if you go back and refresh this interface, now you notice that it's going to change. You can see the interface has been changed because of the new theme, okay? So the first thing we need to do is, if you go up, you see what some kind of message here asking us to, this theme requires the following plugins. When they say a theme require a following plugin, that plugin is actually required for that theme to work. If you don't install it, definitely that theme is not going to give you the result you actually desire, okay? So what we need to do is to click on begin installing. Okay, it has all been installed. Now these are the plugin that we need to install. If you come down here, you see that all these ones are required. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are actually required. Why these ones are recommended, but we are going to install all, okay? Because we say we don't need to code anything. So if you don't install all, that means you are going to do one or two things to replace this required this recommended plugin. So the first thing you need to do is to click on all this. By the way, if you want to learn more advanced details in a WordPress website, you can actually join my course. I actually explain everything, how to clean your website, how to clear. I explain everything in details. So let's continue. In some with some themes, if you select all these things at the same time and click on this install and apply, some of them will not install. Okay, some of them will not be installed. All you need to do when you encounter such theme, all you need to do is to start installing them one after the other. Click on install, then you install all the required theme, okay, or all the required plugin. But for in this case, this one usually go. So we're going to click on apply now. So I'm going to click on apply. Let's see why it install. Okay, we're done installing it. Let's go back and activate it, because when you are done installing whether theme or plugin, definitely you must activate it. So do the same, select all, click on activate, apply. It has been activated. Now let's go back to the dashboard. Because Elementor has been installed, that is why it is showing this wizard, but we don't need the wizard. Just click on this plus here and close it. Let's go back to our dashboard. Now we are back to our WordPress dashboard. If you refresh this template here, this interface, you notice that it is still the same thing. Nothing has changed. So for us to make our website appear professionally, what we need to do now is to scroll down, click on plugins, then click on installed plugins. Okay, then we're going to scroll down. In that course, I'm going to teach you how you can clear all these things, because that is the number one thing you need to do as a website. It will make your website very clean. So let's go there, because if we start doing those things, that means this video is going to last for more than 2 hours. So let's scroll down. If you come down here, you see RT demo importer. Okay, so click on it. Here you are going to select the template that you are actually going to use. By the way, this is a premium theme, and I'll also be dropping the link in the description below. You can actually get it. It's a one-time payment. Once you pay once, you are good to go. Okay, now let's go down. If you go down, you see different type of template. If you want to select any of them, if you want to preview any of them, just hover over it and click on preview. It will open up for you to see how that template looks like. Okay, so let's go back. Let me just go down and select any of them that can actually work for me. Let me go with this homepage 8. So let me click on install. You know, it will ask you that everything on your website is going to be removed. Accepted. Click on OK. It takes just a little while and you are done importing the demo. So let's wait for it while it imports. Okay, our website has been installed. This is how our website looks like now. Okay, this is it. Remember, this was how it looked initially. If I refresh it now, this is the new look of our website. I think this is beautiful. Okay, so the next we need to do now is to start. Let's go back to dashboard. So we're now in our dashboard. The next thing we need to do is to start customizing this to suit your your desired look, like the logo. Here, you know you are going to change the logo, but to do that, what you need to do is to click on this theme option. Okay, let's click on theme option. You can actually access it from here too. Let's come down here. Let me show you. Look at it here. You click on appearance, theme option. Okay, you can still access it from here. So the first thing you need to do, I'm sure you must have finished designing your logo. So this is where you can actually click and change your logo. If you click on here, you can change your logo. I'm not going to do that because it is going to make this tutorial too long. All you need to do is to click on this, drop your logo, you go to your desktop, laptop, anywhere, pick your logo and drop it here. Once you drop it, click on upload. This guy here is going to change to your new logo. Okay, so these are the things, the way you are going to edit this particular section. If you come down here, you see your social, your telephone. Let me change this one to, let me say 0069036. Okay, all right, so put your email address here. Remember our email address was okay, this is our email address. Then you can actually type your physical address here. Then all your social media should be here. Once you are done, you click on save changes, right? So these are the things, just you click on this and you get everything ready. So once you are done, you go back to add new listing. But before you start adding new listing, you go to categories. These are the category that came with the with the theme. Okay, like if you come here, you can see select categories. All these are the category that actually came with the theme. Okay, so in your own case, you know what you are selling. You want to create a category. All you need to do is to create category from here. Let me say I'm selling themes. Okay, type in the description of the theme. Okay, then come here. You can actually select icon if you want to. I'm not going to do that. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. Click on add category. You notice the new category has been added. Look at it here. This is theme. It has been added to my listing. So when people are actually listing their product, they will see this theme. If what they are listing is falls under theme, they can actually do that from here, right? So the next thing you need to do, you can actually add a new listing from your website. For instance, let's click on add new listing. The name of your listing, let me say I'm selling shoe. The description, the best shoe. Okay, let's just leave it that the way it is. The feature of the shoe, you may say white. Okay, then go down. This is how you're going to write your features, right? If you go down, you now select the category. And you now select the type. Is it for sale? Is it job vacancy? Is it to let? Is it to rent? So in this case, it is for sale. So I'm going to select sell. You go down, you now select the category. I'm going to leave it on that theme that I created. Look at it here. The price range, is it fixed? Is it negotiable? Is it on call? Let me leave it at fixed. Now let me put the price. Let me say $1,000. Location, let's just say California. Let's leave it at that. Your phone number, let's leave it at that. The product image, let me use this. Let me pick this one. This that I'm doing, this is the exact way your as in anybody that want to list any product on your website. This is the exact way they are going to do it from front end, from their own end. Okay, you can say I'm doing this one from the admin dashboard. The same way that they are going to do it from their own end. Okay, once you are done, here you can add tag. So let me just only these two tags. That is all. They click on save or publish, whichever one you saw. Now let's look at the product we just published now. Let's look at it. Okay, this is the product we just published now. Okay, so this is how you can actually add product from your own end. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, the last thing we'll be doing is let me show you from this custom field. Let me show you. Before I show you what custom field is all about, let me even explain. Custom field is actually when somebody click on this ad post, it will show the person. For instance, let's say the product is fairly used. It will give the person the opportunity to select whether the product is new or old. That is actually what we call a custom field. You can actually create it from here. So let me show you how you can actually create it. All you need to do is to click on, hover over this listing. You can see custom fields. Click on it. These are the ones that came with the theme. You don't need to even stress yourself doing all this long thing. All you need to do is to just edit some of them, delete some of them that you don't need, because you are not going to need all of them. The ones that you don't need, depending on the kind of website you actually want to create. Okay, so the ones you don't need, delete them, and if you need all of them, you can actually leave them and edit, put, add, or remove some of the things you don't need. Let me show you how to create custom field. Okay, let me just show you. Let me create a new one so you can see it. So I'm going to name this one, let me just say test custom field. Okay, then click on add new. So this is where you are going to select what do you want to create. Is it a checkbox? Is it a radio button? Is it a select, a drop down select? Is it a text box? All those things, any of them that I want to create, you're actually going to click on it. Let me click on the radio button first. Okay, I'm going to call it new. Okay, I'm going to make it required. If you want any of them to be required, you have to select this. The person will be able to submit his or her listing until he accepts that particular section that states required. Okay, so I'm going to make it required. If you want it to show on filter, you can actually select it to show on filter, right? That is the widget, okay? Then you go down. This is where the yes, either new, all those things actually happen. So the first one should be capital letter, right? The second one, you can see even from the title, you know that they're actually giving you the clue. The second one should be small letter, okay? Then I'm going to add another one. No. Second one, no. Okay. I'm going to use only these two. But before you continue, if you come here, you see for all categories. These are the categories. If you leave it this way, that means this thing is going to reflect in all any of the categories that the person is actually trying to list. If it is car, if it is property, if anything at all, this particular section custom field will actually appear on that field. But in my case, I am only selecting that particular category that I created, which is themes. Okay. Once you are done, you click on publish. And if you want to add another field, you can actually add another field here by clicking on this. This time you may decide to select test. Okay. Name it anything you want. Motorable, let's say, or POP. Okay. You now select it. If it's required, if it's not required, just leave it that way. Okay. Once you are done, click on publish. Your custom field has been added. By the way, if you have any question, don't hesitate. Just drop your comment at the comment section. You can actually visit my website, chatplaza.com, and I will be glad to answer your questions. Okay, you can see we've created the test custom field. Now let's go back. Let me show you one or two things. So round up this thing. Let's go back to our appearance. Hover over appearance. Now what I'm going to show you is this menu bar, this footer bar here. All these things, they are called the footer bar. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I can actually do them. So click on, hover over this, go down to widgets. This is where they are situated. For instance, let's say if I click on this, this is widget 1 and footer 1. And if you come down here, you can see Classima, larger, blah blah blah. If you come here, that is what is written here. Let me click on it so you can see it very well. You can see it here. This is your social media. Look at it here. You're going to paste your social media account here. Ensure that I remove this hash. This hash is there. There's no way to work. So you're going to remove this hash, then paste your social media handle here. Okay, let's go down. This is footer 2. You can see footer 2 is how to selling, selling tips, beauty. All these things are actually here. Okay, let me click on it. You can see it. If you come here, look at it here. How to sell, selling tips, beauty, and selling quickly. Blah blah blah. They are all here. Now, let me say you want to create a menu. You want to use your own menu. You can actually create it from here. Let me show you how to create menu. Let me leave that one open. I will come back. We can actually refresh it. Let's go back and I'll show you how to create menu. You hover over appearance still. You can see menu here. Let's click on menu. Let me create a new menu. Okay, to create a new menu, you don't need all this thing. All you need to do is to edit them. But I'm showing you that you can actually create all these things to use your own unique menu that you remember if you want. But you can actually use this. All you need to do is to edit them. But I'm not going to edit them. I'm going to show you how you can actually create it by yourself in case you want. So the next thing I need to do is to click on this, create a new menu. So I'm going to call this menu, let me see, let me call it, okay, let me call it footer 9. Then click on create menu. Okay, the menu has been created. You can see there's no um, this pages under it. Now we need to add page. All you need to do is just come to this place, click on view all. I'm going to add home page 8. Remember that was what we selected earlier when we were installing this thing. I'm going to select this very one, and I'm going to select about. Let me select these three, then scroll down, click on add to menu. You can see 3 has been added to my menu. Now you can actually move it up and down. Okay, you can move it to anywhere you want, or you can as well place this one under this. You make it a sub menu. Okay, so once you are done, you click on save changes. Anything you do, ensure that you click on save change so that you can retain your work, so you can save your work. Now let's go back to this place. I have to refresh it so that the menu that we just created will appear. Okay, let's go down. Footer 2, right? Okay, this is footer 2. Click on it. So let's change this thing to, let's say sell. Okay, let's change it to sell. How to sell? Then let's select, look at the footer 9 that we just created, that menu that we just created. Let's select it. Now let's update it. It can be updated. Now let's refresh. You can see what we have here is how to sell. This is the menu that came with this thing. Let's refresh it now. You can see it is still showing how to sell. When you make changes and it did not reflect immediately, clear the cache of your browser by clicking on this page speed, light speed cache. Click on purge all. You can see it has been updated. Remember, but this one was placed under as a sub menu, and this is the main menu. Okay, so this is how you can actually add your menu to the footer. All this one you can actually change them, or they are the same thing. All you need to do is go to widget 2, widget 3. That's where you see those remaining one. Let me show you. If you go to widget 3, you can see information. Look at it, information, company and contact info. Company and contact info. So this is basically how you can actually add your menu to your website or edit them. Then the last thing I'll be showing you is from, click on theme options. If you come to theme option, let's start from the beginning. If you come here, this is where you can actually upload your logo. Okay, if you want to use preload, you can enable this, but it will slow down your system. It's not, I wouldn't advise you to use it. Then you come down here, the header. Here, if you notice, I am using header 2. This is header 2. That's what I'm using. You can decide to use any of the header that you would like. Just select it from here and click on save changes. If you come down here, this is this banner here. This banner here, you can actually change it from here. can actually change it from here. Okay. Once you are done, you click on save changes. Okay. The next thing is the footer we just spoke about now. Then the next thing is the color. This is the primary color, and the other one is the secondary color. Okay. This is the secondary color. This is the primary color. So let's go back and let me show you. I can actually change it to whatever I want. Let me see. And let me do it that way. Then the secondary color, let me change it to similar. See the difference. Okay. You can decide to change all this color, but I'm not going to do all those things, so we don't waste time. Click on save changes. Now, if you refresh this, your home page, remember purge. You can see it has taken effect immediately. This is the primary color. This is the secondary color. The next thing is to go back. Any of them you want to, I'm just showing you the main one that you actually need to. The rest, just leave them at default. The people that created it are professionals. This is the topography. The topography is actually the size of your font. Okay, this you can see it is on Roboto. You can actually click on this to select any of them that you want to use if you don't like Roboto. But I actually recommend you leave every of these things the way they are, unless if you want to maybe reduce the size. Then here, these are the page archive, all these things. Just click on them and check. But I usually recommend you leave them the way they are. This is the blog setting. This is the listing. Let me show you the listing. You can see it's on style 7. You can choose any of the style that suits that you like. Any of the style, just they have a different, just a slight different. Mainly, there's no big changes, just to show the designs. Okay, so these are the things you need, and your website is good to go. So let's go back again. Let me show you something again. Here, click on setting, hover over setting, click on general. Here, this is where you're going to type the name of your website. Let's say classified. Then here, let's see classified website. Okay, classified website. Here, this is the faving icon. This is actually what it's called, the faving icon. This C at the top here. Here you can actually upload your own image or the site icon. Okay, and you come down. This thing must be enabled. If you don't check this thing, nobody will be able to register on your website. So we're going to check it and come down, click on save changes. Then the final thing we need to do is reading. Click on reading. Ensure that your this thing is on static. Remember, we selected home page 8 when we were doing our installation. You can see other home pages actually here. Okay, so this is what we selected when we were doing installation. So let's go down, click on save changes. Once you are done selecting whatever you want to select, now let's go down. The final one, which is permalink, you can see it's on plain. Plain is actually it's going to show your product per se, but instead of the name of your product at the search engine, it's going to show number. And Google crawling, no crawlers, no browsers crawl that kind of thing. So the best thing to do is just to ensure that I select the name, post name. Okay, select post name and click on save changes. I think that is all you need. The final one is click on all pages. Go down. You can see we have plenty pages, but remember we selected only 1, which is number 8. So all these ones, we are going to delete all of them. I'm going to delete all of them and leave only number 8. Right? Click on move to trash, apply. So we are leaving only number 8. Now we need to, I want to show you, if you want to remove, change this background image here, all you need to do is to go back to that home page. Any of them that is your home page, you see it selected as front page. Okay, so click on Elementor. Please don't forget, if you have any question, just drop it at the comment section or visit my website, and I'll be glad to answer your question. Now you can see we are in Elementor. For instance, let's say you want to change this image here. Look at it here. Click on this 6 dotted at the center. Then click on this. You see it. Look at the image here. You remove it. Okay. If you want to change the background color, you can actually do it from here. Okay. So once you are done, you click on save. We click on publish. Okay. So let's publish this one so we can save it. Publish is still part of saving. Okay. Now if you come here, if you want to adjust any of this product layout, click on this. You can see edit listing grid. Here you can select any grid that you want. You can see it's on style 9. Let's say I want style 3. This is style 3. Let's say I want style 7. This is style 7. So just select any of the style that you want. Because of lengthy video, let me just leave it as style 9. So any of them, just go through this thing. If you want to show date, you want to show year, if you want to show these things, then you have to enable them here. Okay, display category. You can see the category has been displayed. So these are the things you need to do. Let's say you want to change the color, any of the color here. So click on style. Let's say I want to change the price color. Let me make it red. You can see it has taken effect immediately. Then click on save changes. If you want to add more this thing, just click on this, then add another let's say product this thing. Let me say listing a category. You can add listing category here. Scroll down. All these ones are allowed because they are Elementor Pro. But let me just add a listing listing slide. Let's carry it, drop it here. All type. Let me leave it the way it is. You can just click on publish. Any of them you want to do, just come to here and do it. That is all you need to do. Once you are done, click on this to exit the WordPress, the Elementor page builder. You're going back to your home page. Okay, so basically that is how you can actually create your listing website, just like Jiji and the rest. You can see the slide has started taking effect. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If there's something you did not understand about this, just let me know.